So, this is my second time doing this video. Well, we tried this video once before. We made a Hollow Knight review a while ago. It was bad. I'll admit it. It was bad. It was not good. There's a watermark. We recorded vertically. It's just bad. It's just really bad. So one day, there was a man that loved buzzsaws, and he was like, hey, I want to rule a kingdom, and then he did. But that made a moth angry, and the moth released the power of sickness on everybody, making people angry and have them attack anyone they see. And the buzzsaw man was like, oh no, I'll make 10,000 children, throw them all into a pit, have them all get eaten by a void creature, and then let's have them eat the moth. And then the plan failed, because of course it did. And then everybody got infected, except you, the knight, who was one of the children that was thrown in a hole. And you escaped, and your goal is to stop the moth by killing it or eating it.
Now, you might be wondering why I grouped music and map together. It's because Tyler already took visuals, so I can't take visuals and music. I think he took visuals. He just sends me clips without any context, and he never texts me. I just edit for him. You know, now that I think about it, is Tyler even real? This map is absolutely, positively huge. I found myself going, wait, where am I? After 150 hours in the game. There's a ton of nooks and crannies that grant you new and powerful abilities. We'll get to those later. Well, Tyler will get to those later. There's also massive sprawling areas that all have a distinct feel and are super well tied together. Like, how do you get a sad, constantly raining rich people city right above your deepest, darkest nightmare and make them fit together? Well, part of this is the stags, making fast travel easy and giving Team Cherry a good excuse for not having to blend together your deepest, darkest nightmares and the eternal void, capturing the souls of your siblings in its bottomless pit. Well, you know, that actually doesn't sound that hard to put together. It sounds pretty similar. Maybe they should match up on Tinder or something. My voice cracked. I have no idea how I'm going to segue this into music. Need I say more? I will. I'm assuming Chris spent years making the Hollow Knight soundtrack fit with each area perfectly. Dirtmouth is homey and quiet, while the Nightmare King Grim boss fight is hectic and scary. I can't go into that much detail without spoiling later areas of the game, but trust me, the entire soundtrack is perfectly suited for each area and encounter, including the boss fights. I don't know how he did that. That is absolutely insane.
Some people have not made Hollow Knight reviews yet, while we have 2 of them. But we decided, why not try and recycle content? So, we're gonna do that. Let's give some backstory to the game. Quick spoiler warning for the plot of Hollow Knight and some things you get in the game. If you want to go in completely blind, this might not be the video for you. But if you want to go in with a little bit of knowledge, this is probably it. I won't go into too much depth, but you'll probably see what bosses, because Anders is so prideful on that he beat the false knight.
You are fake news.
So you're gonna see a lot of that footage. Also another thing, Mossbag, he's probably the best Hollow Knight lore person ever. Only reason I know any of this is because he did videos on him. So I'm kind of just stealing his words. So I recommend going to his videos and just check him out. He does a lot of good stuff. Okay, let's talk about this game's level design first. The beginning section is the Forgotten Crossroads. With one way to progress. You have one main way to progress in each area. And getting back to Forgotten Crossroads, the game smartly guides you toward the boss, while showing off the future areas, such as if you go to the far right in the Forgotten Crossroads, you see a couple crystals appear. And if you go far left, you see some grass. And then in the very center of the Forgotten Crossroads is the first boss. After you defeat the first boss, you unlock the first power-up, or first soul power, whatever you want to call it. And that lets you progress to the green area. And from the green area, you get another thing. And the green area, from that, lets you progress down. And then eventually, once you get to the main area, you can just progress anywhere you want. So main goal is to get to there. Even though the boss was super easy, the very first boss, super easy boss, it took me 2 hours to beat. Which leads me to my next point. This game is difficult. Difficult enough to warrant a Capture Reviews cursing montage.
What the shit is that? F***. Holy shit. F*** you. F*** you. Oh, you bitch. F*** me. F*** me.
So with that, you should probably realize that the Hollow Knight is very difficult, in fact. I don't really have much else to say here, so I'm gonna let Anders talk about the difficulty.
Game hard.
Okay, next section. Hollow Knight offers many collectibles and things to do instead of the main story, with many collectibles with many items to collect, as well as charms. Charms are used to increase a little bit. For example, some of them give you the power to smell, while others do double healing. Your main way to attack is to use your nail. When you hit most enemies, you gain soul, which can be used to either heal or attack, depending on what ability you unlock. And then you also get a nail that lets you see into people's minds, and you can kill their inner demons. So pretty basic stuff, I would say. I won't spoil too much, but the items you get later on are pretty cool. I'll just put them all on screen. Aha, you've been spoiled. No, don't actually put them on screen. Cut this out. This wasn't that funny. DLC. Hollow Knight has 4 DLC packs, all for free. The first one was a patch and added a few new charms. The second one added dream bosses and a couple other things. The third one had Edgy Batman, who is a bat, and some other stuff. The final one lets you fight all bosses in a boss rush, which is very fun. And a reminder that all of these were free. Alright, conclusion. This is a great game. This is great. But this is a modern masterpiece. One at a time where developers keep releasing rushed and broken games. Bethesda, Fallout 64, other bad games flash on screen. Why did I narrate that? Oh, just cut out the narration. Hollow Knight is a breath of fresh air. A perfect game for to play. And 100% worth your money. It's also $15. I've played worse AAA games that cost $60. There's literally no downside to buying this game. Unless you don't like Metroidvanias. Then they're probably downside. But otherwise, perfect game. Please buy the game. If I didn't convince you, watch another review on it. Or watch Capture Reviews one when he finally releases one in about 2022. Yeah, probably coming around then. But anyway, that's all I got for the rest of the video. Anders probably getting mad at me again for realizing everything. I wanted to mention, so I've done 2 videos now with red circles in the thumbnail. And for some reason, they get double the amount of views in my normal videos. So expect about 30 red circles in this video. I'll just put a red circle over my avatar as the outro picture. And that's about all I have. Thanks for watching. If you liked, subscribe. If you didn't like, also subscribe.
Thank you all much for Capture Reviews for letting us appropriate his voice and use it in our video for a stupid bit. And go, if you haven't already, go check him out. He makes really good videos, and he's way bigger than us, and he's still super nice. So go there and look at him. This is going on way too long. I gotta end this.